Generic greetings. In the previous episode, we managed to get this dormitory. We call it a dormitory, even though it's got showers and yards and other things in there, but it's got two big dormitory areas, hence why it's colloquially known as the dormitory. This is what we got done in the last episode, so all of the foundations put in, even put too much foundation inside to get rid of this central section. Added all of the dormitory things in here. As you can see, it's all planned. It's just going to take a while for them to crack on, and what that has done is upped our prisoner capacity to 211. What I've also done is turned on, if I just go to reports and then intake, I've turned on high risk. So we're actually going to get a total 22 prisoners in, but I'm guessing 11 of those are going to be high risk because we've got it split down the middle. Obviously, we've still got death row open, but we're not getting any death row prisoners just yet. That's actually going to increase as these go on as well. So yes, we'll see how this one goes. The plan for this episode is to, at a minimum, get this central section all completed. So I want to make sure that we have... Oh, look at that. We haven't got a large pipe there. What a... insane. Yes, what I want to do is get this entire area completed, and then we might even move on to the bottom right there. A lot of people have said we should get this bit done first, but because this should hopefully only take maybe half an episode, I think it's best getting that done before we move down to the bottom. But, you know, the things can change. Right, hot water pipe. What we need to do is run some hot water piping. I don't know why, but it tends to cut out bits of hot water pipe and not run it in places, which I'm really not too sure why, as I said. But either way, we're going to get this all plumbed in so it's actually got hot water. It's not actually hot water in there. It's just hot water for the radiators, and when we go to our logistics and temperature, you can see that it's not then just 12 degrees C. Quite warm at the moment, I'm guessing it is. Yeah, it's currently spring, so it's starting to warm up, and that's fine. I don't know why this area is warmer than this. That's 33 degrees, and that's 21 degrees. Why is that 33 degrees? That's roasting in there, isn't it? Why is that? Oh, looks like we've got a bit of violence down the bottom there. Don't know why. That's all connected up, and that's all connected up. 1, 2, 3 radiators, 1, 2, 3 radiators. Yep, that's probably a bit of a glitch. For some reason, that is absolutely boiling, whereas the top one isn't. Looks like we've got someone who's trying to escape, I'm guessing. Attack prisoner, attack staff. I'm guessing it's the high-risk prisoners. Yes, so there's our high-risk prisoners. Interesting. And it is making it interesting. What I probably need to do is go over to our area here. This is where we've got our security. Now, I did have this bit done and have extra dogs, but we didn't really have the same in here, which is where we've got armed guards. So what I probably need to do is have some more guard lockers in here so we can get more guards. The problem is where to put the lockers. We could just have them like alternate, like 2 there and 2 there. I know it's a massive like cramped up area, but it'll do. Actually, what we could probably do is delete this section and expand it that way, but no, it's too much of a mess around. Just going to put them in for now. As I said, if this is going to cause an issue, we could easily just swap it around with the staff room. Anyway, all these changes, any little niggles, I'll sort out later on in the what's becoming a massive, extra long fix-it episode whenever that happens. Right, so we need to sort out the security room down, well, over here. So we need to have some filing cabinets which go there and there. Yes, that's right. And then some chairs which go 1, 2. I believe it is 3, 4, and then we have a office desk like so. Yeah, looks about right to me. That's not fine. Right. So this dormitory, we've got 54 grand because of the amount of money we're getting. We're getting a lot of money per day because of the prisoners we have. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we're just going to put all these dormitory ones in. And I think, yeah, we only get 2 rows of these ones, I believe. So toilets, and this is going to be our other dormitory. Obviously bookshelves as well. Now I don't know if this is identical to the one down the bottom. I believe it is, so it'll start with a toilet and then work down. Yes, and then the bookshelf, which that does. Job done. So danger level going up. Let's have a quick look why. It's probably going to be, yeah, need for clothing. It's always a need for clothing. Don't know why. I think my laundry's sufficient. Apparently not. Look at all the lawn. Look, there's loads of prisoner uniforms all over the place. Don't know why that is the case. Also, that light is still not powered up, which is problematic. So I'm going to run this right there, and that should hopefully sort that one out. So, it will eventually get sorted. Look at that. Danger level is high for... Sorry, the requirements for the clothing is quite high, which is a interesting one. What we need to do is keep an eye out for the supply of food, because I don't know whether we'll actually have enough. So what I'm going to do is hire 6 more cooks. Remember, we've got a fairly big amount of money coming in. Daily cash flow is really, really high. Oh, look at that. 77 grand. So even if we spend more money than we realistically need to, it really matters not. So let's just plumb this in like so, and then we'll need to do the same with hot water pipes, but only once we've put the rest of the dormitory stuff in. We've got patrol going around there, patrol going around there. What I'm going to do, just go to staff and then an armed guard, then I've got 1 and then 2, hire 2 more, just in case we need them to go elsewhere. I don't have an armed guard in the dormitories, but I don't think I really need one. Danger level is still going up. 65 prisoners suppressed and 26 have serious complaints. Serious complaints being comfort and then clothing. I'm not too sure what this is. Ah, I know what the comfort will probably be. It'll be the shower. This shower and the top of shower and the bottom shower are freezing cold, right? So that really does knock that comfort need up. I think, and the warmth as well. But the comfort need is just goes off the charts. So I did say that, oh, well, tough, that's pretty much what it's like, deal with it. But I think, on reflection, it's probably best to do something with that now. So fixing this shower problem where we just don't have the heat, where we have a problem with heat. So I think the best way of going about it is, let's just go to planning, is to centralise it. So if we have, say, it there, and then what we'll do, we'll have an entrance all the way around like so. Actually, we'll have a bit of a block there like that, and then we'll have an entrance on this side so they can come in and go there. That's one of the solutions. Another one is to simply brick off that like so, and then have it there with an entrance there. That will be the least disturbing, and it'll be able to run across to either side. I think we'll do that. I think it's because it's going to... All I need to do is dismantle that one shower head. I think that's what we'll do. And hopefully this will quell the... do you want to put it that side or want to put it further in? It doesn't really matter. Dismantle. I'll go for this side. No. I'll go for the other side. Like that. I'll go for the other side. My reasoning being that it's closer to fix if it's that side. That's really the only reason. So... some people are locked up. You see we've got locked down, found weapons and stuff. Looks like the post is working, considering there's mail just scattered across the entire area. Oh dear, oh dear. We're just going to have a quick look at our... Keep an eye out on our needs here. Comfort need is going up, or rather the comfort... There's a high comfort need, but it's also getting sorted as well. A lot of people, probably because of the rain, I'm guessing. There's a lot of people, you know... want to sit down and things like that. There's more than enough places for them to sit down and crack on. Danger level is now flying down. This is great. So several people are around here, you know, wandering around, sitting in the dormitory. Common room, we really do need to furnish that because we're probably going to have a couple of issues there. So we've got 4 pool tables and then a big row of televisions. So that is an easy thing to do. We'll just go over to this common room, and then it should simply be 1. Oh, hang on. I believe it's 1, 2, 3 and then 4. I think it's a gap of 2. Let's have a quick look. It is a gap of 2, and it is biased towards the end wall, so it's only 1 space from this end wall, which is exactly that. But I believe it's that. Yes, that's fine. Excellent. So back down to the common room, and then CCTV. No, we haven't got CCTV. That is a problem, actually. We don't have CCTV. There you go, there's all that sorted. Now this area is where we've got our gymnasium. Phone booths run right across there. And then we have to just check our gym. So it's 2 from the wall all the way, and then 2 from the phone booths. So it is weight benches, 2 from the wall. I'm going to sneeze. And then we're, excuse me, a more professional person would cut that out of the video. Balls to it, far too much work. It's human, deal with it. Right, and then we're going to put the benches in like so. Right, is that correct? Or is there a gap between them? There is a gap between them. Okay. So, we're going to cut out that, and then go there and there. Job done! Right, so... There's the common rooms all sorted. Obviously, I need to then connect up the phone taps. I haven't, in a while, gone to informants and checked to see if there's any snitches or anything. So, we've got some tough people, some volatile, fearless, instigator, strongmen. No, nothing there. Check around here, nothing as well. That black person looks like he's leaving. Confidential informant, but he's fearless. There's another instigator. More instigators, extremely volatile, skilled fighters. Obviously, we've got the ex-law enforcement, other things in here, so they're fine. No real issue there. We've got a nice bit of coverage on Mr. Jeff Tay, and 99% coverage. Suspicion, however, it's quite low. So if I activate him, he'll probably go over the suspicion level, and then he'll probably end up becoming a snitch, and then as such, getting killed. Got some potential CIs over here. So what I'm going to do is just unpause it for a second, and I want to just get him and then send him in there. You can't really do it when you're in that mode. You go in here, please. It's still problematic that they can't actually... You can't see inside these, even though I've got... I'm trying to find the guys. Where are they? You. So, Herbert Lego, what a name. What was it? Failed to hack YouTube after he went to Google... After that he went on to Google, blah, blah, whatever. Right, so, let's have a quick look. Recruit informant, because why not? And this guy, I'm trying to look for the other CI, but I can't find him. It's sleep time, and I want to do a full search. There we go. So him, Johnny Cheese Boy Cheese. We'll recruit the informant, and then what we'll do a full shakedown. Speed up to max speed, and let people crack on. So, we've got a common room to sort out there, common room to sort out there. This shower is pretty much sorted. Those are saying they're out of water, and that's only because the small pipe hasn't been run all that far, and I don't know why that is. What we'll do, we'll go to... Oh, actually, we won't put the water boiler in first. What we'll do, we'll go to brick wall, and we'll put a brick wall in like so. I know it's going to cause double wall, but it doesn't really matter. Looks like we've got a tunnel here, and it is actually a legitimate tunnel. This is going to cause us a bit of violence. Let's have a quick look here. So, a lot of people are probably going to start escaping from here. There's immediately tasers going off. It looks like it's Mr. Dan Armand. I'm sure we've heard of Dan Armand before. It looks like there's a tunnel there, there's a tunnel there, and then this is digging down. So yes, interesting. What I'll do is I'll say remove tunnels, and then I will then prioritize that. Okay, there we are, sorted. So I'm putting in the walls in this section here. What we need to do is then just put a staff door in the corner, one there, and then we'll go up the top here, and then we'll put a staff door in there as well. So that's all sorted. A lot of people have still been shouting about, oh, we got a tunnel there as well. It's always people around here, like, we need to get out. Yeah, but we got 500 yards to cover. Yeah, but we can get out. Well, we've only got 6 months left, mate. Why don't we just play it easy? Get parole, job sorted. No, we need a tunnel, we need to do something. There's always one, isn't there? There's always one instigator. Yes, we need to put that jail door in, and we'll plumb that in. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, sorted. Right, okay, so I need to go to remove tunnels. Make sure that we've got no tunnels. Right, the warden is calling, so let's have a little chat. The identities of a number of witnesses in a federal prosecution case have been leaked, and some of them are inmates in our prison. Hits have been taken out on them, but we need them alive. You need to identify the prisoners and keep them in a safe place until their court date comes up. Pause the game immediately, and we will just go to informants. So now we need to have a look around, and we can see that we've got a federal witness here. So you immediately will get a... Ooh, so how long does it take? 85 hours. So what I'm going to do is I will put him into protective custody, and then I will say lockdown for permanent. There we go. There's another federal witness in here as well, so I think it's this guy. Hang on. Let's have a quick look at him. Character, federal witness, it's him. So we will say you can be a protective custody, and then I will say punish for lockdown permanent. Now this is problematic because there's... Oh my good grief. Right, we've got a problem here. We've got a problem. And that guy says en route because for some reason when I moused over there it's clicked on it, which is... Oh, that's going to get him killed. Great. Thanks. Thanks, game. Right. Okay. This is not going to work. End punishment. That looks like I've got that Jeff Tay killed. We're going to have to sort him out in a moment. Right, we've got so many federal witnesses. Pause. So this guy... You are now... he was, I believe, maximum security. What I'm going to do is say solitary permanent. This guy... End punishment. Don't know why it closes the box every time you do it. Maximum, I think it was, maximum security. And we'll say punish, solitary permanent. Another federal witness. Punish, solitary permanent. All I'm going to have to do, because there's so many of them, 1, 2, 3 federal witnesses. Solitary permanent, that's fine. This guy, solitary permanent. Because there's so many of these federal witnesses, federal witnesses, federal witnesses, federal witness guys. We have to play it safe and give him lockdown, solitary permanent. Because there's so many of them, I can't put them in the protective custody. Just don't have the room. It's a simple matter of logistics. We don't have the room. So there's a federal witness. There's another federal witness here. Tim Hare, I think. Yes. Solitary permanent. And we're going to keep him in solitary permanent for quite some time. There's another one that I have not caught. So he's solitary permanent. There's another one in here somewhere. I think it's him. Christopher. Character. Federal witness, yes. Punish. Solitary permanent. Okay. And then, oh my good grief. How many federal witnesses? Who is this guy? Who is the guy that... What's he done so we got this many witnesses? Solitary permanent. Federal witness. Right, now we'll go up here. That's it. That should be it. Right, what I'll do then... I'll max speed it. I'm going to stop the shakedown because this is just far too much to handle. And I'll give it a couple of minutes for them to hopefully be shoved in here. And if there's any more federal witnesses around the place, I'll then have to go back and change it. So here's some more intake. We've got a lot coming in. We've also got next intake, 28 prisoners turning up. So yeah, this should be interesting. Let's just go to informants and we'll say there's extremely quick. We've got a snitch and skilled fighter in here. So you... This guy there, I will say, you can be a... I'll change him to protective custody and we'll give him lockdown permanent. There we go. We've also got in here tough, deadly, tough, extremely quick, skilled fighter. This guy here, Jeff Tay. Honestly, I think I've done him over by having a little chat with him, so he might become a snitch. We'll have to keep an eye on it. I'll probably end up forgetting and then he'll be killed. Anyway, so paused it a second while we go to informants here. Just need to check all of these. That target, by the way, means that this guy, Jeff, is saying, actually, we know what these are. And we've had a chat. So, federal witness. We've got some more people in here, potential CIs as well. As far as I can tell, looking around, there are no more federal witnesses walking around and free. A lot of potential CIs here, though. 3 of them in a row, but I'm not going to bother with them. Most of these will be on permanent lockdown. Obviously very, very pissed off. There's a death. Straight away. Snitching quick. I must have missed the snitch. Or it was a hidden one as well. Let's have a quick look around here while I'm on. No. Can't see any more. I probably missed them, as I said, but there's nothing I can really do about that. Right. So, danger level's going up. What I'm going to do for the time being, because of the amount of high-risk prisoners and the federal witnesses, I think it's best if we close the intake for max sec. There we go. The reason Oh, we've also got a death row coming in as well. The reason is because most of the death row that you get have very violent traits. So it's best if I not have them in the prison when we have to protect federal witnesses. Because, as you're probably aware, that can cause some issues. So, yes. Right, now that we've had that bit of a delay, what I'm going to do is just continue on with the flooring of this cell block, or this dormitory, whatever you would like to call it. The common rooms are just tiles. These are fancy, and those are standard white tiles. So all of these get nice fancy tiles. Doesn't matter they go outside because they're supposed to be fancy tiles. Sorry, they're supposed to be concrete tiles anyway. Mosaic in these ones, like so. White tiles in the back, like so. And then in these corners, we'll have some metal flooring because these. There's actually it's shouting about shower. That's because it's still designated as a shower. Obviously, we don't want that, and we'll cancel them off. There we are. So we need to go to utilities and then to water boiler, and we'll put a water boiler in there. Now, it would be very, very nice if it would connect up and be legit and say, yeah, we're now connected to this hot water, but no, I have to run some more hot water pipe. Deployment to make sure that is staff only, which it is, or it is now rather, but make sure the outside is staff only as well. That is fine. Danger level is increasing for a reason that I'm not sure about. Let's have a quick look at our needs. Just a general need for the intake, I think, because obviously when you get intake, you know they can be quite annoyed for some reason. Come to the prison, I don't want to. Well, you shouldn't have shot 3 people, should you, you fathead? Right, no sympathy. Right, wooden flooring in all of these places. These are pretty much sorted. Look at that, very nice and clean, which is good. All of the flooring and there's been put in there. This is most good. That is watered up as far as I can tell. Now we do need to connect it to the grid, so we're going to run it down and then across. And then just because I can, I'm going to dismantle this utility, which should hopefully still have these connected. And if it doesn't, I'm going to kick myself. Back to the electrical cable. We need to run this. Same deal. Cross and down like so. Should hopefully connect all of that up. And then we need to run some hot water. So hot water will run straight across. And that. Alright, so quite easy to connect up. Got a bit of violence going on. I'll check that in a moment. And there's all that. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, we need to sort these ones here, and we can then connect this up to there, and then we can move that down. And yeah, we can. We don't need to. Right. That settles that argument. What I've realised as well, and now that I remember, metal detector. People have mentioned that we don't have a metal detector in the centre here, and we should have done. Yes, good catch. I've just totally forgot about it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to prioritise that. So, kicking off down here, unconscious for some reason. Just because he's volatile, I think. Yeah. I think it would be best. Do I assign some armed patrols in here? Or do we just need them around here? I don't know. Not sure. Don't know whether to put some armed patrols around there or not. They seem to be okay for the time being. Danger level is obviously nothing at the moment. It's currently sleep time. Let's have a shakedown. See what happens. Oh, look! Look! It's still not powered! Annoying, but hopefully, when we get these in, it will be powered. Come on. Come on. Got utilities on the check. So once these get put in, hopefully it'll come down to there. Come on, come on. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Because if I have to redo that bit, I would not be impressed. Okay, so while that's cracking on, I think I'm going to go to connections and then sort the phone taps out, which that one connects all of these ones. Does it? One. Ah, what the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Job done. Right, so there's all them connected up. Shakedown underway, danger level going up. Currently free time, only searched half the places. 1,191 places inside this prison, because it is known as quite big. One of the things I've been a little bit concerned about, I need to know your sort of feedback on this one, is I'm going to stop this search while that goes on, because it's just messing up, is that when we started building this, we had a very, very, I mean, think about it. This is what we started with months ago. You know, very, very small prison. All compact, all done. With nice little chamfered edges because we could. And then we expanded to this bit. And then we expanded over here. Then we expanded here. And then we've gone down. Now we're doing this bit here. And then we're going to do down here. Has it lost its appeal? Or has it just going big or going home? Is that doing it for you? I like to know. I mean, people seem to be watching it, but and there's no one really saying, oh, no, we don't really like this, start a new one. Well, there's probably people saying start a new prison, but mainly because they want to see, like, different designs and things like that. But is it still going out for you? I'm also very, very keenly aware that we're losing the, we're losing the very, very small-scale approach of looking at each prisoner and checking out things, making sure everything's okay. We're taking a more grand, it's more of a grand strategy than anything else now, where we're looking at it through a big view of saying, right, well, we need to put so many prisons there, and we're not micromanaging it anymore. Is that okay with you? I don't know. One thing I haven't checked for a while, actually, is our logistics and our laundry distribution to make sure that, yes, these are actually getting distributed. That's fine. Go to our prison labour and make sure that everybody is assigned where they can be. Yes, they are as well. That's fine. These ones obviously saying, oh, we can assign people here, but we don't actually have them there. I could. It's quite easily doable. We got a metal detector there. We just need to put another metal detector there, and then it's sorted. But is it worth it? I don't know. Right. This area up top, as you can see, shower's done. This is done. This should be, if I go to my hot water, this is not connected up. Look at that. They've got water pipe in there, but it's not running it. Why is it not running it? Well, I have a feeling because it doesn't have a proper pipe. I think because the supply is, because it's currently connected with a small pipe. I think that's why we've got so much of a problem. Is it? Is it? Right, all the hot water pipe is definitely placed. You can clearly see that. And it's connected up to that one. But it is connected up with electricity. I think it's the large pipe, or rather the lack of a large pipe. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to dismantle this utility here, knowing that I'm going to have to put another one in. But we'll see what happens in a second. So, what else do we need to do? I'm just going to fix that. Hopefully that can work out. That guy went in there. Dan Wallace, he went in there with a book, sat down, went, yep, this is the book about shower. This works, and then headed off. Interesting. Looks like we've got Mr. Drain out there. Oh, well. But this side is pretty much done, I think. Okay. So, I think I'm going to leave it there, because we've cracked on quite nicely. We do need to alter the heating, because we currently don't have, you can see it says hot water. Up to there. There's a death. Why is there a death? David Tagwolf Chahill, or Chahill, was a snitch apparently. Didn't spot him. Anyway, we have all of this area done. We have the hot water to sort out, but we can sort that out next episode. Speaking of next episode, building will be this. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to put in the extra workshop and such. All of this. And all of the foundation here. Now, the reason for that is when I do that and put everything in, all these buildings, it means that nothing can be flung over the wall. So before we open this, we can do that as well. And then just a couple of episodes to furnish it. And hopefully, we'll be pretty much done. I still have not opened up this on both sides, as you can see. Am I going to open it up? Vote now. What do you think? Should we open this area up to here or not? I'm honestly in two minds. I think that if we do, it means they have quicker access to the center area. So if they want to go here, then that's fine. If they want to have a wander around here, go to this bit, whatever. The downside is this is big dormitory and it's more open. And in reality, they never need access around here. Another advantage is if this is open and it kicks off, all the guards can come here, all of the infirmary stuff can come in here. I'm leaning towards opening it, but I don't know. Let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. As always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching, take care, and generic partings.